Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to What's Around. Welcome back to the World Series 2022. Back here today with another round one. This time we have expert player Scuba down in the south of Tournament Desert. No doubt he picked this map. He is the host, so I'm gonna guess he picked this map. He likes his old school Tournament Desert. He is with his green GLA Tox. He's been green color for pretty much all of his career. I remember when I actually wasn't very good at 0 Hour at all, and I used to watch some of the 1v1 matches and try and figure out who was the strongest and stuff. I actually used to watch Scuba play 2v2s and some 1v1s when he played under the name Mental Patient before I even really stepped foot into the 1v1 like competitive scene and stuff like that. So yeah, I remember he was playing, I think he was playing green color all the way back then. That was many years ago, maybe like 15 years ago, something crazy. All the way up in the north, we've got UA Vanko. It means he's from Ukraine, the UA thing, I think. Up in the north, he is with the, I believe he's laser with the pink color. He's going for a dozer drop in the middle, does kill the worker. Mistake there from Scuba, really, he should be moving his worker. That's one thing I'll say about Scuba. I'm not convinced his multitasking / speed is the highest level expert speed that we've ever seen in 0 Hour. So yeah, I personally think that worker should have been moved. You should be aware. Should be aware that's coming, especially the first game in the World Series. You need to be 100% focused. And yeah, straight away, Scuba has no map control, no flanking tunnels, no nothing. Just 2 tunnels in his base. But if that's a tech RPG, or if it's got a worker inside of it, it could drop off a worker here. I personally think... Ooh, whoa. Almost got it finished. Vanko wasn't paying attention for a second, but it's a 99% tunnel. Is that tunnel going to get cancelled? I'm not convinced it got cancelled, although I wasn't 100% paying attention. Scuba does have a bit of money in the bank, but this technical in the base has actually not done a lot. 2 RPGs will not do a lot. You want like 5 RPGs trying to pick off a V here, pick off a V there. Hit a dozer. It is a TNT though. Okay, fair enough. It is a TNT, and he's moved his terrorist around and hits the war factory. Okay, so that's nice. I thought it was just 2 RPGs inside of there. Scuba has now secured the middle. And yeah, all things considered, is that an okay start there for Scuba? Would say so. You've hit the war factory, you've slowed the production, you've got 1 low V as well, so you slowed him down a bit. Still, the economy's rolling strong though for Vanko. I don't know too much about Vanko. I don't know if I've ever played him in my life. I might have played him a couple of times in Clan Wars. Maybe in the month of September, which was the qualifying month for the World Series. Maybe. Another TNT there for Scuba. Very nice indeed. No firebase or anything from Vanko on the left, though, and no, like, defending V there on the left. Sometimes you see, like, one of the top strats of the USA versus GLA is they will leave, like, 1V there, 1V there, 1V there, 1v there, and then as soon as they'll see it, they'll pull all of them to where the attack is coming from. Or maybe they'll leave a couple behind in case the first one is distraction. Yeah, not too sure about this for Scuba. I would like him to be getting more map control. He is the Tox. He has the stronger army here, I'm sure. No tunnel on the left, no tunnel on the right. He has held on to the middle, but yeah, is that a bit overkill defensive in your base? I think it is. Looks a bit of a scared strat to me. Second arms dealer going up. It is a fake. Bit of a push over here on the right. I would like Scuba to grab that and start building a tunnel to put the pressure on, but so far, yeah, no aggressive tunnels whatsoever. And he's actually quite lucky that even that one got up. Okay, Vanko's still roaming around. He's dropping down a firebase, so he knows his stuff. He knows drop down the firebase, and that's the time when you push out. I'm not convinced the tow missile was the priority thing to be building.
Got my missile launcher right here.
Unit lost.
There is a terrorist there, going to kill his RPGs though as well. You don't want to really mix. I don't really like mixing the terrorists with the RPGs, to be honest, because a lot of the time the terrorist dies and it wipes out your whole army because it does the splash damage thing. But Scuba applying the pressure nicely there, not allowing Vanko to push out of his base. But I think Vanko needs more Vs and more missile defenders. He's floating like 2k there. There's no reason why you shouldn't be pumping. You should be pumping out missile defenders the whole time. Should have quite a big army of Vs now to like push out down the right or something. And yeah, I'm convinced he could have won this. I think. Well, not to say that he's not going to win it, but he doesn't have very many Vs out, and so far Scuba is still controlling the game. Technical over on the left. Strategy center is being built. We've got a laser tank actually out. Yeah, he's completely controlling the game, see, because Vanko's like now rushing back. But just keeping the 4 Vs. I don't understand why there's not like 8 fully loaded Vs, because the missile defenders have not been being produced from that barracks. Don't understand that. Either way, though, the technicals are going to be chased away. And I think when he's on search and destroy, even 4 Vs is still going to be difficult. But still, nobody secured that. Nobody secured that. Actually, Vanko's getting his oil. Scuba already has his oil. Only still 1 tunnel in the middle. I forget which part of the bracket Scuba's actually on. Is he down in the bottom right? I think he is, like with size. I think he is. I usually put the bracket somewhere. Or somewhere on YouTube at the start of this video or something. I can't remember actually whereabouts he is. I think he's down in the bottom right with size, but I might be wrong. Okay, beacon on the strat. Quads now being produced. I mean, quads are okay if you've got an aggressive position somewhere to pop them and hit the Chinooks, but long distance, just walking them straight across the map. Yeah, not too sure. Yeah, search and destroy now up. CC being built. He has 2 dozers still alive anyway. He's got his oil. Both players in kind of an even position, really. You probably would favor the USA, actually. I actually favor Vanko's position because the search and destroy Vs wreck everything, and there's not enough presence in the middle here from Scuba. I would expect like 3 or 4 tunnels at least, maybe even a mid-supply. But those search and destroy Vs, if Vanko correctly applies the pressure now, not just like runs in completely, but correctly applies the pressure, microing backwards when he needs to. But yeah, going back now. Could he not have defended that with another group of Vs? Because as soon as that palace gets up, it's going to be a lot more difficult. But it seems kind of evenly matched and balanced so far, I think. Technical there loses some RPGs and a rebel. Could have turned them around and fired on a V. Quad's over on the right side for Scuba. Now going to take down that bunker. It only has a ranger inside of it. Vanko now applying the pressure, but the thing is, the longer you just hang around, the more chance you're giving Scuba because he's getting that palace. Scuba's actually going for a counter-attack though. But yeah, this is where the multitasking comes in. Micro correctly now, Vanko has all the options to win here. Those need to start hitting the war factory and then kill the palace. And then back here, a second group of Vs needs to be microed. Nah, I don't want to agree with evac in them. That's probably the worst thing you could have done. You might have just thrown the game there about that evac. But it's going to be a base trade. Palace is going down. Scuba is going full-on aggression with all these quads. But those search and destroy Vs would have been able to wreck all of this. Even without an ambulance. But yeah, it's going to be a full-on base trade. Scuba is actually creeping forward with the barracks. It's actually quite an entertaining first game. Scuba killing all the stuff. If he takes out that power, will he go low power? I don't know, actually. He's focused on the laser tank for now. Back in the base of Scuba. These are wrecking all of the base very, very slowly. A10 comes in, takes out a number of quads there. I did miss that for a second. But even with the laser tank, which is a very powerful tank, by the way, the quads are going to tear through it because, like, literally tear through their armor because they've got Vet 3 and Vet 2, does insane damage. Going to get himself a super attack here as well. And I think Vanko has thrown this game, you know. This was 1,000,000% winnable. Definitely winnable. But I think now he's just going to lose all of his buildings in time. He's not trying to get rid of his dozer out of this position. He's not building another dozer or anything like that. He's actually bringing his Vs back. Yeah, what a crazy first game. I did not expect an epic base trade on the first game. Did not expect that. All the buildings going down. He's finally now made a dozer, but why is it not moving? Colonel Burton. What was Colonel Burton? Oh, Colonel Burton's here. But Scuba's in like 3 different places at this point. Ah, he's going to run his Vs into the quads. I don't think whatever he does now, I don't think he can win, to be honest. Because you're going to lose some Vs to these quads because they're so highly vetted. All they have to do is literally click on the Vs as soon as they go even a little bit close. Especially if there's a bit of lag, by the way, which I'm sure there probably is here. yeah, you're going to lose some Vs. And you need this army to even stand a remote chance against 3 supplies Tox. Whoa, look at the XP of Scuba, by the way. He's like nearly level 5. Burton going to town on the barracks. Supply being built here by Vanko. Vanko still has his oil, though. Like, every second you're just waiting around, you're throwing more and more chance to the Tox. Oh, he's not collecting on his Chinook. He's collecting with one, but not with the other one. 3 tentacles down the left-hand side. Probably will find that dozer, maybe kill the power plant. Is one of them a super tech as well? Yeah, it is. Probably just wreck the whole base, actually. Vanko is level 4, though. He might have, like, I always forget, what do you get as laser? You've got A10 and Pathfinders. He doesn't have Spectre or anything at level 3, I don't think, does he? It's more later on. But that's the super tech. You can just wreck the base here. Forces the V's back once again. Colonel Burton trying to kill the supply. Scuba's mined out over on the right. Dozer goes down. He's going to come in and chase this away. Colonel Burton has planted a bomb. Needs to start attacking it as well. Scuba just sells it. I don't agree fully with that sell, I don't think. Because it would have rebuilt. Does it even take it down to the hole, actually, without this fortified structure? I'm not sure. Scuba doesn't have a war factory, though. He only has these 3 technicals. So it is still kind of close, actually. Just because Scuba doesn't have many... he only has 3 units himself. It's like 3 technicals versus 3 Vs. How is this going this close? War factory now being built by Vanko. He does have a power plant. I think I would like Vanko to start collecting from the middle. I'd make additional Chinooks there and start collecting from the middle. Or maybe even make another supply and start collecting from the middle. Probably force fire all these buildings with the Vs so you can collect unhindered without the RPGs going inside of these buildings. Scuba now under pressure on the right hand side. Maybe them 3 tunnels are going to come in handy here, but the first one goes down without taking any Vs down. The supply now being hit. Scuba's nearly level 5. Vanko still quite a bit off, but... Oh, here comes a triple A10. Wipes out the supply. Man, this is going insanely close. What the hell? Okay. Tunnel starts hitting the strong V. That's exactly what Vanko wants. Scuba coming in for the base trade again. There are 3 Vs here. I personally would have preferred a barracks laser lock this stuff. Because the Vs actually might die to the super tech. There's only 1 super tech though, so... Vanko's actually in an okay position. He's still got that supply. Yeah, these Vs are going to get wrecked. It just depends on the micro here. Scuba doing well to pull that V back. RPGs killing all of the Vs. There's going to be multiple super techs now. I think Vanko might have thrown it again. I don't understand why there's no barracks. Laser locking these is the key to victory here. He's going to lose his supply, then he's not going to be able to collect. Super tech to wipe out a load more Vs. Finally now a barracks is being built, but it's way too late. Now you're on low power and the dozer might not even finish it. Yeah. Vanko had probably 3, 4, even 5 opportunities to win this game. And I think he has thrown all of them. The V's now desperately rushing back to the base. V still being produced just into the jaws of defeat, the super techs. But it's actually probably one of the most entertaining games I've seen of the World Series so far. Who knew that Vanko and Scuba would be so closely matched? Who knew that? Okay, Dozer gets dropped off. Gonna repair his war factory. Needs to build a power instant. Yep. He doesn't have... Oh no, he has an oil. He has an oil. Okay. I would sell that war factory before the technicals kill it, because you need the 1,000 to build a supply faster. But these Vs are still alive, though, and getting more veterans. See, the CC is getting killed. Yeah, that's a mistake, Vanko. Should have sold that. Scuba building a CC is level 5, so Anthrax bomb, sneak attack, rebel ambush. Has he been getting the bounty money all this time, though, is a good question. Because if he hasn't, that's a mistake. Barracks built on the left. Yeah, what a weird game. I did not expect it. Did not expect this, honestly. I thought the Tox would overrun Vanko in like 5 minutes. Honestly, that's what I thought. But we are happy to accept epic games and base trades. And 20 minutes, I don't know who's going to win until the final second type games. But Vanko has no way of collecting anything now. He only has his support powers. He's going to be level 5 soon, so he's going to literally have Spectre, Fuel Air Bomb, Leaflet. Do you get all that as laser? It's one thing I need to brush up on my knowledge between Super Weapon. Well, between all the USAs, which one gets the Spectre and when. I know Air Force gets Spectre at level 3, for example. But I think laser doesn't get it till level 5. I think. Okay, Scuba's back in the base with the double Super Tech. A10 coming in. It's triple. Kills 3 tunnels. Don't know about that, man. Should you not kill the supply? You're not going to be able to push in there with the Vs because these are fully loaded. So, but I think Scuba's gonna have to make a series of errors here to lose the game. Super Techs can just go back in the base and kill the dozer. Start chipping away at the CC. As soon as the Vs come back, just rebuild at home. He's collecting now in 2 different places. There's no way Vanko can even crack this position, so... Ouch. 2 epic support powers. 3 epic support powers. Dozer survives. V's are wiped out. Anthrax bomb came in as well. A little bit overkill there, but the Anthrax bomb did not need that. But that's it. Vanko has no way to continue, and he has been defeated. Yeah, shame that. Because Vanko had multiple opportunities to win that game, and I said it throughout, like, he should have been faster pushing with the Vs. He was waiting around too long. He let Scuba just, like, control the game completely. Evac-ing those Vs was a massive loss. He should have kept them alive. The ones back in his base, I mean, he should have kept them 2 alive and controlled 2 sets of Vs. He could have guard moded the ones that were attacking inside of... oh no, what if I don't have put 1 for Vanko here? I should have... 1-0 for Scuba. He should have guard moded in Scuba's base, so they would have cleared the base without him looking. And then he should have microed the Vs back in his own base. And he probably would have won right there and then. But there was a few other times as well where he could have won as well, I think. But multiple times he's going back to his base. But I think it's just a lack of experience, honestly. You need to know when to push out, when to commit, and when to control it and attack in one place and defend in the other. You need to know when to do that. So yeah, GG 1-0 for Scuba. Okay, jumping into the next game, we have Scuba as the USA Laser up in the north of the Tournament Desert, down in the south with the GLA Tox for Vanko in the pink. So yeah, I think Tox is stronger. So based on how close the last game went, maybe you're expecting a Vanko win here. But the USA is easier to play. I think the Tox, you have to be better at multitasking, expanding, know when to drop down the 3rd supply, when to get oil, all that kind of stuff. Whereas the USA can just make a load of Vs, go across the map, and 99% of the time win. But Vanko just hung around a little bit too long in his base for that. A little bit of an oddly placed supply over here. This one is good. This setup is nice. But yeah, this one's a bit too far away from my liking. Yeah, so the question is, how will Vanko play the GLA? We saw him play the laser pretty good. But yeah, GLA is different. Terrorist in the middle there from Vanko. Terrorist on the right and terrorist in his main base. So he's covered. I like that. Terrorist usage. Ensures that his middle tunnel gets up. one thing that Scuba did not do in the previous game until he had to reinforce it later on. Okay, V from Scuba on the left shuts down the tunnel being built near Vanko's oil. This is better tunnel placement, though, from the Tox. One thing we didn't see from Scuba in the previous game. But the problem is he going to be able to defend that in time? I don't know where that technical is going. Tunnel gets cancelled, I believe. He has loaded a terrorist inside of there. But how many terrorists inside of there? 3? Yeah, 3 terrorists. Just going straight across the map, committing to a fast TNT. I think he will be able to hit something. I think if he just goes right, he can hit that supply for free. I wouldn't hit the power when you can actually hit a supply here. Is it going to run into some missile defenders? Is it going to do 1, 2, 3? Yeah. Nice, nice, nice. Because if you do all 3 in one position, they will go down. So that's nice. Nice experience there from Vanko. Showing that he knows about that. Second arms dealer is going up. I would like to see him re-establish a tunnel on the left and secure that bunker. Really provides a good form of defense rather than just allowing Vs to push down here, as we saw before against Scuba. Technicals through the middle, going to take out a V loose there from Scuba. I don't think a V should be that far forward out by itself. Scrap the Knight comes in. I'm not sure if he lost the power though, or if he cancelled it again. I think he cancelled it, but I'm not sure. Combat drop on this bunker. Kills the RPG. There's a ratio, by the way, of rangers to RPGs. Or workers or whatever else is inside of there. It's a 2-to-1 ratio. So if you drop 1 ranger versus 1 RPG, you will just win the engagement and your ranger will survive. But if there's 2 RPGs inside of there and your ranger drops, they will suicide each other, so the bunker will become empty, I believe. Or if there's 3 RPGs in there and you drop 1 ranger, 2 of the RPGs will die, your ranger will die, but 1 RPG will survive inside of the bunker. Okay, so far, Scuba has taken a little bit of economic damage. He lost the supply to the TNT. Firebase thought about being built there on the right-hand side. Scuba now has 4 Vs ready. Looking like he wants to build the strat, maybe? No, he just queued up a load of units, I think. Oh no, he's built the Hellfires, actually. That's what he's done. It's quite a big investment on if he's just built all them Hellfires. But yeah, this big push down the right-hand side could win the game. A load of technicals down the middle. Vanko has re-established his flank on the left. Technicals go straight to the main base, and that V there from Scuba is going to die. Scuba goes to pick it up. But yeah, V doesn't get in the Chinook in time. There's a firebase being built. Vs for Scuba have to come back similar to the first game, where the technicals going into the base bring the Vs back. A bunch of RPGs dropped off. I would like to see probably more than that. If you have like 8, for example, you could probably end the game right here. Not the greatest of micro there on the RPGs, was focusing down the barracks, which is kind of pointless. Technicals trying to chase the V, but Scuba microing it back, and all the technicals there go down. Yeah, there's really good like fundamentals here we're seeing from Vanko, like the TNT, the control of the flanks, ensuring he had the terrorist in play and stuff. But then there's errors like shooting that barracks, not controlling the RPGs and stuff like that. He's building his palace in quite an exposed position, so if Scuba did push that position and reset the palace, that's a huge loss. You probably lost the game right there if you get your palace reset. No tunnels on the right hand side for Vanko, apart from that one forward one that was there before. What is that? Not sure what's inside of that Chinook, but the right flank has completely fallen. Technicals enter the main base. Missile defenders getting picked off. 1 or 2 Vs have gone down. Yeah, 2 Vs. Scuba now pushing straight into the main base, and the palace is still a way off, like 40-30%, ready to go. Barracks now getting hit. One war factory falls. The Hellfires are helping because they're chasing away all of these technicals and even killing some of them. Another technical is produced, but it's going to run straight to his death. Yep. Second armadillo has gone down. A bunch of technicals coming in. Scuba is trying to... I don't know what he's doing with that Chinook. Sometimes you'll reinforce it with like 2 more Vs, but it looks like all these Vs are going to get sandwiched against the side of the map. Bit of a suicide. Scuba drops off some Rangers. Okay, yeah, reinforcements needed. Here's 2 Rangers. It's going to make a massive difference. Scuba's floating 4.5k. Has no defense or nothing inside of his base. He does have his oil though. So does Vanko. Vanko's lost his entire base. It's alright having a palace on the side of the map and 1 oil. But if that's all you got, it's going to be GG. Yeah, Scuba now going back. Only having 1 V, you probably can't push that much, but Vanko's been defeated. Yeah, GG. Well played there to Scuba, 2-0. Much cleaner win for the laser there. Okay, jumping into game number 3, we now have Snowy Drought on our hands. Down in the south, we've got the GLA Stealth with the green color, which is Scuba. All the way up in the north, we have Vanko 552 with the pink super weapon general. So yeah, huge advantage for the stealth here. Based on everything I've seen so far, I think I would be going for an aggressive strat here as a stealth. I wouldn't be doing like a 3 supply build or anything like that. Scuba might be going for a 3 supply build. Because stealth is really good at getting the cheap technicals out. RPGs, just going in the base and causing damage. Super weapon is slow to get his Vs up. If you do go for a 3 supply build, your economy is going to get a big boost, but also you're giving super weapon a bit of a chance because he's going to get those V numbers up. There's going to be a doze drop down at the bottom left. There is a terrorist on the way, but it's pretty slow. Workers have to be pulled. 1 worker goes down. Terrorist is still on the way, but the Chinook picks up the dozer. Actually, 2 terrorists heading over there. Bit of a funky place tunnel. Dozer now drops in the worker line. Yeah, it's some good delaying tactics here from Vanko. V straight down the middle. I'm not too sure about this. Actually, yeah, he's probably going to get a few workers. But even just a 1 technical, even without RPGs inside of it, you're going to be losing that V. Is he going to go too close to this terrorist? Nice, focusing on it, actually. But he's going to lose a Chinook and a dozer. Chinook escapes just. Scuba's been delayed from mining a lot, though. He's lost a lot of workers. Yeah, Vanko seems to be on top of the speed and aggression this game, but he's still not collecting with that Chinook down at the bottom right. So he's only collecting on 75% efficiency, because one of the Chinooks, 1 of 4, is missing. Terrorist gets a little bit too close to MVs. I think if it detonated there, you know, it probably would have killed both of MVs. So, yeah. Yeah, Scuba now established on these 3 supplies. He's got a good presence in the mid. He's going to have that tunnel on the right. This tunnel on the left is going to get denied. But just having this one here alone is probably a game ender. I would like it tucked a little bit back there, actually, so it's got the cover of the bunker. Stinger now being built. That's going to be so annoying for Vanko. He needs to go here and clear that and that, which he can do because it's not covered by that bunker. Or if that tunnel was built correctly, like back here, and you can't stop this anyway, you probably need to go across the game and win across the map and win the game now. Yeah, it's a difficult situation, but because Scuba's made this error of leaving them exposed, not protected by the bunker, I feel like that is clearable. Vanko's still not collecting on this Chinook, which is absolutely terrible. He probably thinks it died, but doesn't realize it survived. V's going to come in and engage the Stinger, but Technicals surround it for now. Is he going to lose 1V? Yes. 1V goes down. 2Vs go down. I think I can see the way this set is going, to be honest. I suppose he didn't know that tunnel was there. Nah, but this is really bad. Scuba's going to go and try and kill it. It's one RPG. Scuba thinks it's a drop or something. It is RPGs. Is he going to shoot it, though? Okay, finally. I wonder if the Chinook will do any damage to the units underneath it. Ooh. I mean, if it was realistic, the RPG wouldn't be as big as the Chinook, for example. It wouldn't be taller than it. It's one funny thing in Zero. But if you see that red alert, I complain about how small the infantry are there. Another ton of Vs going down here. I think this is already over. I really think this is already over. You can't lose that many Vs. You can't just have a Chinook not doing anything. Meanwhile, the Stealth's on free supplies, on his refinery, on his oil. It's already over, in my opinion. Because this V army is going to be so hard to replace, especially when you're not collecting on one Chinook over here. He's building a strat, but in my opinion, the army isn't big enough. Quite fully loaded Vs, but not completely. If that was a TNT, that whole army would be wiped out. The Tech RPG does get another V. I think as the Stealth, you're happy to trade off like that, even if it is 2 full Tech RPGs for 1 V. But when you've just taken away 33% of the super weapon's firepower, because he only has 3 Vs to start with, you're probably happy to take that, because you've got a refinery and an oil. You've got your third supply. Could do with a few more workers there. And there, by the way. And there. Like 3 workers on each supply would be nice for Scuba. He is floating like 5.5k anyway, though. Search and destroy now deployed. Airfield being built. Vanko still not on his oil or refinery. No EMPs in play. Scuba has the artillery platform and the repair bay. Market's being built. Second arms dealer. Yeah, second. Another unit goes down there, which is the ambulance. But yeah, it's going to get a free junk repair, essentially. Vanko on the right being killed the slow way. Vanko rushing over there to defend. Battle bus being prepared. Yeah, not convinced about battle bus as being the best thing to make. I mean, Fargo strategies. He likes to mix some units, doesn't he? He makes a battle bus with a Jarman inside of it. Then plus buggies, quads, and other stuff. Maybe things like that. Is what Scuba is thinking, a nice mix of units. He's gone for 2 battle buses. Terrorist here in the middle. Get shut down. EMP being built. Vanko finally getting his oil very late, almost 10 minutes into the game. First Aurora is out. I mean, EMPs are nice. You've done it right in the middle of your base, so your flanks are still wide open. Typically, you want to seal off one flank first, I would say. Aurora is on the way. You need to shoot in front of the battle bus, otherwise the battle bus will just get in. Battle bus does get in. One Chinook killed, not being pulled. Vanko now finally pulls it, but is it already too late? The Aurora is probably going to go down as well, or the Strat's going to go down. Battle bus stuck in the back. Buggy's going to town on the power plant. Aurora is now in the air. Where is it going to shoot? Goes for the buggies. Does not kill anything though. Jarman Kelly's in the mix as well. Aurora going to land. Is Scuba going to be able to take that out, though, with the technicals? Colonel Burton helping out here. Aurora goes down. Another battle bus in the mix. I think Vanko's just losing way too much stuff here. But at this point, it's probably already over because Scuba's just so established into the map as the stealth. Like, very, very difficult to do anything. Buggy ammo upgrade. No AP rockets. He has 10k, so you could have AP rockets. And it arguably junk repair. Maybe another market or a scud being built or something. I would like a tunnel here around the oils as well, because Colonel Burton planting bombs on there would be kind of something you'd probably be thinking to do as a super weapon. Refinery going to be captured now by Vanko. Nice Aurora hit. Scuba probably should have put them in a tunnel. Buggies seeing what they can get done on the right. Does take out 1V. Very nice. Vanko's actually ahead in XP somehow. A10 hits the tunnel. Tunnel will be rebuilt though by a level 1 A10. Aurora is in the mix again. I think he force-fired the ground there, but mispredicted where the buggies were actually going to go. So nice attempt. 1 MD is evac. Going to chase these buggies away. Scuba is building a scud storm. Still only collecting on 3 workers. He's building a nice amount of workers there. Could do with a few more there. Could even start collecting from here, I think. Yeah, I personally think... Even though I said Scud Storm before, I think Scuba could close it out before that Scud Storm even gets to fire. If you just invested in loads of buggies and loads of quads, even if you lose a few to the Auroras, you can still close out the game. A TNT down the right-hand side of the map would be nice as well on the oil or refinery. We haven't seen any TNTs. If it was Fargo, you'd see TNTs every minute of the game. Something Fargo is quite good at, remembering the TNTs throughout. Stinger's being deployed all over the map. I think Vanko's just slowly getting camped out of the game. He is now mined out on his main. Lots of buggies in the mix now though, and with so few Vs, your army's going to be quickly reduced to 0. He does have more back at home. He's currently low power. It's because he's built a particle cannon. Very compact base though, so if that Scud Storm does get to launch, this whole base is just going to get wiped out. That's going to be GG on one shot. Okay, Aurora in action. Will it lose its life here though to the double Stinger? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it goes down. Aurora coming in again, hits the quads. Another Scud Storm being built by Scuba. No AP bullets. Building another market. A really far back supply. Wanting to play this ultra safe on the side. Doesn't want to lose any workers or risk losing the supply. Aurora comes in again. Hits another defense. Takes out the Stinger. Yeah, Scuba at this point, you should just have 20 million buggies and just should be able to wipe this out. But I think he's just popping a few at a time because he's scared of the Aurora hits. I think that's what it is. But still a TNT down the right side for the oil would be nice. Aurora coming in. We'll finish off that defense and a buggy. Sends the RPGs up into the stratosphere as usual. That oil got killed, which I missed before. Must have been to the Spectre. Spectre's back in action now. Kills one of the markets. Second Scud Storm is going to be built soon. This one is stealthed and not beaconed by Vanko. Double Aurora. Probably going to lose two Auroras there, though. Ooh, Yes, does. If you had countermeasures, $1,000 upgrade probably would have saved at least one there, I think. Particle cannon going to fire soon. Less than 2 minutes, but the Scud Storm is going to be shortly after that. A10 being used now. But the A10 reaches target. It does reach its target. Kills one off the markets. Vanko has an oil advantage at the moment. Would like an EMP there, actually, to counter the TNT, but the TNT isn't coming. Another buggy pop from Scuba. Because that tunnel's facing the wrong way, though. He can't efficiently pop and kill another V from that side. But Vanko's still running into stingers and tunnels anyway. Yeah, I just think his chances are slowly diminishing. I think Scuba's making a bit of a meal out of this, though. He could have closed the game out, I think, already. Scud Storms are the slow way of doing it. Loads of buggies. Because you've got the refinery as well, so your buggies are like ultra cheap. Like, what are they? 810 each? Could have 3 war factories spamming them. TNT down the right hand side to take out that. And yeah, you could have overrun this by now. I'm pretty sure of it. Especially with GPS Scrambler. When he can't even see. Vanko can't even see what he's facing. Another Aurora comes in. Still no countermeasure upgrade. Also no advanced training. I do like the advanced training upgrade as well, because your Vs all vet up a lot quicker. Makes them a lot stronger. Finally now, this is the biggest V armor you've seen all game. But I think it is too little too late, because there's so many buggies out, they can just, and so many stealth tunnels all over the map, they can just chip away at this all day long. By the time the Aurora comes in, they're already back inside of the tunnel, so 3 Vs gone down there. There is very little Vanko can do, to be honest. There's a Scud Storm. Oh, did I miss the particle? Or have I read that wrong? Did the particle get reset or something? I don't know what happens to the particle.
Victorious.
Maybe it got reset. I don't know. Probably gonna have to watch the recording back now, find out what happens to the particle. But yeah, a bit anticlimactic. Vanko just literally got camped out of the map, but that was over since a while ago in my view. So yeah, GG. Well played. 3-0 for Scuba. Okay, jumping into the next match. This time we have Scuba in the north position with the green super weapon general. Down in the south we have GLA Stealth with the pink color, which is Vanko, or Vanko 552. I'd be interested to know, is there any relevance of the 552, or is it just some random numbers that he thought he would tag onto his name? Or is it like when he went to use the word Vanko, and then it said, sorry, Vanko is taken. And so are all the numbers up to 551. So you may take Vanko 552, and he thought, yeah, you know what? Actually, I'll take Vanko 552, and then carry that into tournaments. So yeah, I wonder if there's any relevance there. It could be Vankosa. If we treat them as SNRs, yeah, I don't know. I'm probably thinking too much into it. Okay, Vanko also going for 3 supplies. Yeah, personally would be going a bit more aggressive, but 3 supplies, not also bad. Scuba a little bit hesitant, whatever he was going to build there. He's actually going for a drop on the bunker down in the bottom right. There is a terrorist locked onto it, apparently. Don't think he should go near that, though, because it's probably, well, 100% is a ranger inside of there. Scuba's actually gone for double supply. Thinking about double EMP. Vanko may be a little bit overreacting to this. Doesn't need to send a technical and a terrorist. Just needs 1 single unit. It's only, I think it's only like 1 ranger in there. Scuba is now building an EMP on the right. And yeah, as long as he doesn't take a big TNT to the face down the middle of the map, or a tech RPG that starts killing his power dozers and Chinooks, because he's got a bit of a gaping hole straight down the middle of the map at the moment, then I think he's in a good position, especially if this technical runs into an EMP, which is going to do. Yeah, it's a bad start there for Vanko, because are these terrorists going to hit? Scuba needs to start force firing the ground there. does not, loses the EMP. So Vanko might be able to attack down the left-hand side of the map now. But Scuba's on now 2 supplies. Oil and refinery is going to be in play. And he's got his war factory and barracks out. And yeah, I think Vanko overreacted to this a little bit. Whatever was in there has died now anyway. Vanko needs more workers. Needs 1 or 2 more workers there as well. I think that's an okay position there for Scuba. If he can just kind of stabilize now against this attack. It's in a good position. No laser lock there from Scuba. Is now, but a little bit late because they've already made its way deeper into the base. RPG's now going to go to work on this power plant. Another technical coming in. Tunnel tried to be built, but this EMP re-established. So a bit of a mess going on in the base at the moment. There is a ranger here clearing a load of these RPGs. All of the technicals and 1V has gone down. But I think Scuba ultimately will clear this up. And he's got his base kind of sealed now. He's got a decent amount of units out and the EMPs on the flanks. Although that really is an extreme flank. Could be a little bit further forward. It would provide a bit more cover. Okay, 2 more technicals coming in, but there's a lot of missile defenders. No laser lock at all from Scuba, or no X split at all. Loses a hell of a lot of missile defenders there, which is quite an expensive loss for just 1 technical. Another technical from Vanko, going to work on the dozer, but won't kill the dozer without help of RPGs or anything. Strategy center now being built by Scuba. It's not flawless micro from Scuba, like the laser locks and the splitting up of the missile defenders and stuff like that. But what it is a nice build order to get you into this game rather than just doing something completely standard. He's got his oils, drop down the EMPs. I like it. I like this strat as a super weapon. I think it's a lot more... It's a bit higher risk in the beginning because you're susceptible to an attack straight down the middle, killing the power. But if the technical runs into the first EMP, it's a really good position for you to be in. Scuba really likes this bunker. Down at the bottom right, strategy center is going to be finished, so search and destroy will be in play very soon, you would imagine.
Search and destroy.
Scuba runs awfully close into a tunnel, but I think he will still kill that without losing a V. Vanko has really quickly expanded to this supply, by the way. Is grabbing himself his own oil. Still needs more workers there. Needs a couple more workers there. Scuba trying to clear this supply. I think he will clear it eventually. Slowly taking out the army. Technicals go a little bit too far forward. Loses 1 to the EMP, but also 1V has gone down. Airfield now up for Scuba. Single technicals just like this are just sent to their waste, really. You need to combine a decent attack, decent amount of technicals. Another technical runs into an EMP. Is a TNT. Is he going to go for the power or the EMP? Gets the EMP. Okay, that side is now a little bit exposed now for Scuba. It needs to get EMP re-established. Okay, Aurora now in play. Nice hit there on the technicals. Only kills 1 though. Technicals do move forward. Is that a TNT? It is. Tried to get the Vs. Almost got one as well. Rare to see a V survive a TNT attack. And Vanko has been defeated. Yeah, a bit anticlimactic. I thought Vanko had a little bit left there, but maybe he just thought Scuba hadn't taken enough damage in hindsight. I mean, hindsight's a wonderful thing as the observer. We know that a big attack down the middle would have caused major problems for Scuba. Maybe maybe ended the game, but running that first technical into an EMP is always bad news here. 4-0. Scuba extends his lead. Okay, jumping into the next game, we're on Blizzard Badlands Reloaded, and we have Scuba over on the right side with the USA Air Force. You're imagining he's able to close this out 5-0 now with the USA Air Force, but on the left-hand side we have Vanko. You're imagining this is going to be a clean sweep for Scuba. Air against China on the match where he only needs one more victory. But yeah, with Vanko with the China 5-5-2 with the pink over on the left-hand side spot. We've got Scuba going for a weird strat. He's going for a supply over here. Okay. Seen this a few times before. I do think it's better though to get a supply there, collect from there, firebase, you know, the usual kind of stuff. But Scuba's going for a supply over here. Okay. Is a little bit delayed. I think that supply there would probably already be up and already collected, and probably a little bit safer. From Vanko, we have 2 supplies and 2 war factories. Oh, he's actually changed it, Scuba. He's actually now going for a no eco. Okay. A little bit indecisive, maybe a little bit overconfident, maybe. Maybe thinking he can just close this out. It's already 4-0. Maybe he can mess around a little bit. Certainly weird. Yeah, certainly weird. Don't know what this build order is, to be honest. What's this V gonna do? MTV rush straight into a Gatling. Very unsure what I am looking at here for Scuba. That's an expensive loss. 800 for a V for Air Force. The second V is not backed up by any kind of ambulance. There is already a GAT at the top side of the map. GAT here runs into the hut, kills the MD, and the MDs are not laser locking through the damaged hut. Scuba not in the greatest of situations, considering he's Air Force. Got 3 Vs out now, no ambulance. Well, actually, he does have an ambulance. It's the weirdest no eco I've ever seen in my life. How full are these Vs?
Our base is under attack.
Not very. He's got 5 MDs split across 3 Vs. Now these V's push, this is where it's going to get a little bit more difficult. But there's already ECMs out, actually, because Vanko's expanded to a prop. So these V's might have a little bit of difficulty, considering they're not very full. One's already getting laser locked down. Is that a full one? No. Scuba evac'd all of his MDs, and this is absolutely disastrous here for the Air Force. Losing all of the MDs. Loses the ambulance, losing all the V's as well. And that is a huge disaster. That's the Air Force. This should not be happening, but I think he's just getting a little bit overconfident now that he is 4-0 up. He has the oil down at the bottom right. I think Vanko did this pretty well, to be honest. 2 supplies, war factory, then got himself to a prop and ECMs. It's not easy to know what to do as the China vanilla. Scuba does have his oil, is still on 1 supply. The next wave is ready to go for the China vanilla, though. I think this barracks is going to go down. It's not massively important. It is part of Scuba's base. Scuba's now thinking about expanding over here, but there is a Lotus over there, actually. So even if he does build something, it might get captured or cash hacked straight away. The tow upgrade is in play. But these Vs are very, very empty. Against the GAT ECM, that's going to be very difficult. MiG's now up, and he's just upgraded to Napalm as well, so that's going to be a juicy hit. One of them hits the mountain, though, one of the missiles. But it does weaken him a little bit. Lotus entering the base. Scuba Hunter. No, he's not Hunter. He's got one dozer? Yeah, he's got one dozer. But a cash... Oh, it's not even a cash shack. It's actually just a supply steal. Steals the supply. Scuba rushing back to the base. I think the Lotus hanging around there is a mistake, because of course Scuba's going to come back and defend it now. Yeah, the Lotus should have ran off into a corner somewhere unpredictable. But it is keeping Scuba busy. The Lotus has so far remained undetected. Yeah, she shouldn't get found now, though. Yeah, she gets found. Okay, MiGs coming in. Napalm does hit some Vs. Not the cleanest of strikes. Does lose 2 MiGs for that, and it only takes out 1 V. Lotus did survive until now. Okay, this big attack from Vanko is on the way. Gats and ECMs. Scuba. Against the Napalm MiGs is going to be more difficult, for sure. He has the top left oil as well. There's a CC being built. Yeah, Gats ECMs with Napalm MiG support is that pretty much exactly what you need against the Air Force. Scuba is evac on the wrong side. I don't think you can walk into it from there. You need to be around here. Scuba losing 1 V, but these Gats and ECMs are kind of all over the place. Still chasing this one, despite losing forces from the other side. MiGs are back on the way. This V gets ECM. That almost said laser lock. Gets ECM. Chinook comes in to deflect the missiles. Doesn't really deflect all of them, though, and pretty much still loses everything. Even that V is going to go down. Yeah, it's going to go down. Because the fire remains there a little bit and just chips away at HP. Scuba's in a very bad position. Yeah, Vanko controlling the game completely. He's ahead in XP with the weaker army here. He has the chain gun upgrade as well. There's loads of Gats here. He's got quite a nice mix. Gats, ECMs. Trying to push in. Trying to kill these MDs. He is focusing them down pretty well so far, but his firebase is going to be up in a second. The MiGs are back on the way, though. I think this is one for Vanko. I think Vanko's done it. This is a good way back into it as well, you know, because he's going to get the Air Force next. Again, not the cleanest MiG strike. Lost a lot of HP and actually lost 1 MiG completely. But this GAT ECM army can't be stopped, even though it's pretty weakened. Finally gets stopped, but Scuba's not collecting on that supply. He's got 3 Chinooks up here. He still has that oil. Oh, he has them 2 Chinooks. He did pull them out of the way. I thought he lost them for a second. The GAT ECM army being prepared once again. Lotus on the way once again. MiGs being replenished. MiGs on the way, going to hit a firebase. Might take him to level 3, you know? It does take him to level 3. Get 200 XP from a firebase kill. He's level 3 now. If he's got a CC, which he does, carpet and artillery is going to cause massive problems, because Scuba's already struggling. Never mind a carpet and artillery to the face, which he's about to take. Artillery coming, carpet coming. Don't think he can stop that carpet, although this might chip a little bit of HP off the carpet. Carpet's coming. Artillery hits, I think, the supply. Carpet comes in. It's a really decent carpet. It takes out 2 Vs. And the barracks supply's gone down as well. And only 1 on-fire war factory survives. Yeah, ECM makes his way into the base again. That little hut thing is going to go down. And yeah, I'm afraid Scuba's lost this one. He has thrown it. I have no idea what this was from Scuba. Too indecisive in the beginning. Too overconfident, maybe. War Factory now going to go down. He's going to get some veterans. See a Vet 2 GAT there. Going to make this attack even stronger. Napalm MiGs are back on the way. Third supply is established. Lotus has captured the oil down in the bottom right. Vanko is overpowered at this point. He cannot be stopped. Search and destroy reestablished. Carpet bomb could be decent. Yeah, carpet bomb completely wipes out the army. You got to be thinking, when I hear search and destroy of the Air Force, there could be a carpet, because he gets the carpet from the strat. So as soon as I heard that, my brain just said to me, carpet bomb. So I would have straight away split that army up or kept it moving or something, not just kept it there and looked away. So the whole army gets wiped out. Scuba's level 3, by the way. CC being built. Scuba choosing to kill the oil down in the bottom right. Lotus running around, but she is detected by the strat. Yep, she's going to get stopped. Gatling cannon being built at the top. Napalm MiG's on the way. One more V goes down. Another V goes down. Scuba's flying the Chinook over there to protect the dozer in case it gets hit by the MiGs. I think though still a bunch of MiGs can still break through that. Like if you bring in like 5, 6 MiGs, maybe even 4, you could probably still kill it. Maybe even 3. Would have been worth it in my opinion, but still killing the Vs, like Scuba has basically no units. It's got like 3 Vs empty, I think. Spectre gunship on the airfield. Going to take down 1 MiG with it. A massive GAT ECM army once again, but I don't think the carpet is ready. Probably like half cooldown, something like that at the most. There's only 1 ECM in here. Laserlock comes in. ECM is not close enough. 1 GAT goes down so far. MiGs come in, and a lot of V's going down. Carpet bomb comes in again and absolutely wipes the floor with Scuba's base. Exactly as the name carpet bomb is intended to do. And yeah, is Scuba going to carry on playing at this point? Nope. He quits. Well played there to Vanko, but yeah, a bit of a weird situation there, to be honest. Don't know quite what that was from Scuba. Okay, jumping into the next match. This time we have Scuba over on the left-hand side with the green China Vanilla, and then over on the right-hand side we have Vanko with the pink USA Air Force. So yeah, prime opportunity here for Vanko to pull things back. One with the imbalanced army. Now can he close it out also with the Air Force to make it a 4-2 situation? Then all you need is one more balanced matchup, and you're looking at a comeback of the century. Meanwhile, Scuba in the base, going for 2 supplies. Maybe he's going to do the same. 2 supplies, 2 war factories. Looking like a no eco from Vanko. Maybe not, actually. Maybe he wants to garrison these buildings. It is 2 supplies, 2 war factories from Scuba. It's 2 supplies, war factory barracks from Vanko. But the difference is he rushed out the barracks to get these buildings. I personally don't like that. I personally would have made the second supply first and then grab these as a second priority, because you can still get them and your economy will be higher. You'll still get them before the enemy gets there, let's say. But I mean, it's ultra safe. If Scuba did an aggressive war factory, for example, you would have found it and that hut would have defended it. So yeah, let's see what Vanko can do. Barracks now being built by Scuba. Maybe he's going to go for the oils. Scuba also wanted to expand down the south. First GAT heading towards the top of the map. Vanko is sending a V there. Firebase being established at the top. I think both of these GATs should get shut down. This one might run into the bunker a little bit. Gatling cannon getting a bit of economic damage done. V also taking a bit of a hit there too. Down in the bottom right, V taking some damage, but the GAT ultimately gets cleared. Those are very, very aggressive there from Scuba. I don't know why he's not establishing himself a 3rd supply. V goes down there to the GAT, and now the Chinooks at the top of the map are being hit. That one has not been pulled. That one has. I think Scuba can start killing the dozer next. That's the next priority. Gets himself a Vet 1 GAT. V's heading up to the top. But this GAT also going to enter the base, and so much economic damage getting done here, and there's so many GATs just spread everywhere. You can't lose this many Chinooks early on as the air. Even if you are against China. One more Chinook there goes down. Up at the top. That one's still alive, but there's another GAT head in there. Scuba doing a very good job at routing the GATs all the way around the side of the map. There's still 5 Vs out though, which could still cause some problems if they just charge across the map and go for the base trade. Which maybe Vanko's thinking about doing. But actually, based on the past experience we've seen of Vanko's games, actually, he doesn't like to go for the base trade. He doesn't like to push out at all, really. He's happy to just keep chasing whatever is in his base. And he's losing another Chinook there. He's only got 1 Chinook now. Scuba made that barracks, but what did he exactly do with it? Just make 1 tank hunter inside of there, maybe? 2? Now dropping down an airfield. Yeah, I just think that dozer, the suicidal dozer that went down the bottom right of the map, should have built a supply there instead. No ambulance with these Vs. 2 Chinooks now collecting at the top of the map, but the next wave of GATs is ready to go. This is a more concentrated force now from Scuba, straight down the middle of the map. Nothing inside of that bunker for now. Okay, V's going to push out, but on Napalm, MiGs in play? Yeah, MiGs are in play. It does have Napalm. 1 V goes down. A little bit of damage done to the others too. Vanko still collecting on 3 Chinooks back at home, so it's not an impossible task, but certainly not the most ideal start here for the Air Force. 2 MiGs back in the air. Bunker in play by Scuba there. Another MiG comes in and another V kill. GATs close in the distance with these Vs pressed against the side of the map. Another Napalm MiG comes in and all of these Vs are getting killed. Every single V has gone down now. Back at home, Vanko has no more units. Everything has been cleared up by the Napalm MiGs and the GATs. And I think this is another China victory, which you would not expect, actually. I think if the China goes 2 supplies, 2 war factories, you can just do a normal no eco. 1 supply, 2 Chinooks, 2 full Vs, ambulance, straight down the middle of the map, win the game. Alternatively, you can just do 2 supplies, war factory barracks, kind of like he did here, but he actually prioritized the barracks first, which slowed down his economy. If you are against a really aggressive China like we've seen with the GATs, then maybe you could do more fire bases dotted around, maybe even a Patriot missile. Patriot missile here would wipe out all the GATs coming in. Another GAT has made its way into the base. Chinook's taking hits. Again, Napalm MiGs just raining in, wrecking things. Yeah, you would not expect China Vanilla to be winning here twice against the strongest army in the game, which is the Air Force. MiGs coming in again. Just a bit of deja vu since the last game, isn't it? Same thing. Napalm MiGs coming in. GATs coming in. And that is it. I've seen China or like Nuke win against Air a few times on this map before. But he's still heavily favouring the Air Force for sure. Yeah, GG, well played. That means Vanko goes out and Scuba makes it through to round 2. Let me know your comments down below. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. GG.